Hello everyone, it is a recapitulation video of chapter 5 Civics the Judiciary. In last class we have already revised about why do we need judiciary and independent role of judiciary. Today class we discuss about and we revise what is the structure of court in India. So there are the three level of court in India. There are the several court at the lower level, while there is only one at the apex level, which is for the entire country, and the court that most people interact with are and what are the subordinate district court, and the court which are at the state level. The state has their high court, is the highest court of the state, okay, and at the top is the Supreme Court. So the apex court is Supreme Court. And it is for entire country. It is also known as the apex court. Everyone by to follow its decision. No one is higher it. Okay. Then next one is the high court. Most of the state, every state have their has their high court, okay, but few state share their high court with each other. Now the local level, local level, okay, we have a subordinate courts, district level, local level, okay. So they are known by different area by different names. So the topmost court in India, that is a Supreme Court. Court that is located in New Delhi and presided over by the Chief Justice of India. This made their decision made by the Supreme Court are binding in all other court in India. So the highest level is Supreme, then high, and the subordinate courts. Here you can see the High Court, the first established in the three presidencies, Kolkata, Bombay, and Madras in 1862. The High Court in Delhi, when it is came up in 1966. Currently, if we're talking about how many high courts in our country, so we have 24 high courts, and while many states have their own high court, but the few share their common high court, like Punjab and Haryana share the common high court at Chandigarh, and the four northeastern states of like Assam, Nagaland, Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh have common high court at Guwahati. So they share this common high court, which is at Guwahati. Now the Andhra Pradesh and Telangana have a common high court, which is at Hyderabad. Some high court have benches in other part of the state for greater accessibility. Now the next one is, how can we say that we have an integrated judicial system? Here you can see integrated judiciary system. What does it mean? It means that the decision made by the high court, okay, are binding on the lower court. Like if there is any decision taken in the subordinate court, okay, so that that decision which is taken in the or given in the subordinate can appeal or on his high court, on his upper court. So the subordinate upper court is a high court, okay, and the high court decision can challenge in the Supreme Court. So that is an integrated judicial system, that appellate system that exists in our country. This means the person can appeal to the higher court if they believe that the judgment passed by the lower court is not is good for him, or the satisfy his is not for his welfare, it's not justified for him. So he can appeal the that decision in his that upper court, okay. So that is the appellate system and integrated system, that lower court bind the decision of their upper court, okay. So automatically, if the decision is different, so automatically the lower court decision dismissed. Okay, that is a integrated judicial system of our country, and appellate system that the person can appeal to a high court if they believe that the judgment passed by the lower court is not just. Okay, so through example they explain us. Now here is we talk about the different branches of the legal system. That yes, we have a different branches of legal system. These are the two, civil and criminal laws. So a few the courts get the petition according to these law. If the incidence is related to the theft, harassing, or domestic violence, robbery, murder, so that case deal with deal with conduct and act as a law defined as an offense. So they are come in criminal cases. Okay, so deal with the conduct, the act that the law defined as a crime offense. Now the deal with any harm, injury to right of individual that come in civil law. Now the process are different. In criminal law, it usually begin with the launching a FIR. FIR means first information report with the police and who investigate, inquiry the incidents what has happened, and then they file the charge sheet in the court. Okay, if the person is found guilty by the court, so that person can accuse sent to be a jail or to be also be a fine. But if we talk about the civil law, so the petition to be filed before the relevant court by attracted party only. Okay, and the court gives the specific relief as for the case between landlord and tenant. The court can ask to solve the mutual understanding, or court can order that the flat to be vacated or pending rent to be paid. No sentence to jail. Okay, given in this. So that is the two branches of civil and criminal law. I hope it is understood by all. Now the next one is a public interest litigation. What is this is the mechanism through that our constitution says that we give right to each and everyone to access the court. So for this, because the court says that court for each and everyone, every citizen have right to justice through the courts. But the problem is this, we know very well the court is available for all, but the formalities and the fees, what is this, that it is a very difficult for the poor people to access the court, to reach that court, because the legal processes involve lots of money, the paperwork, as well as take up lots of time, and the poor people cannot read and whose family depends on daily wages. The idea of going to court is to get justice often seems remote, not practically. So for this, to respond this, the Supreme Court in the 1980 that devised a mechanism that is a public interest litigation. Through that any organization or group of people or anyone can appeal in court through the very simple way. In a very simple mechanism is there. The legal process was greatly simplified. Even a letter, a telegram, or address to Supreme Court or High Court would be treated as a PIL. PIL used to secure justice. The large number of issues such as the receiving bonded labor from inhuman work condition, securing the release of prisoner in Bihar who had been kept in jail even after their punishment term was complete. So PIL, which helped the poor people in many ways.